Hello from Playa de Fornells.
Playas de Fornells.
Yes. Playas de Fornells. Here we are with most gorgeous sunset and with a businessman, Joel van der Molen. We are going to share with you guys what is it like to be coached while you're on holiday, and in specific, when stress takes over, the impact it has on your emotional being, on your financial being, in your relationship, and in your spiritual self. So, Joel, what do you have to say about it today?
Who gets upset when they have no mobile reception? Not only that, right? Say you have no mobile reception and then there's no broadband connection. Because that's what I had to experience. I come on holiday here and I thought, okay, great, you know, I've got broadband in the villa. The mobile signal, well, it bounces off any network when you're abroad, it roams. And that didn't happen, neither of it. So I couldn't send an email, I couldn't access the work, anything I needed to be doing. And I was sort of expecting to be able to do that, and I couldn't. So that got me concerned. I couldn't serve the customers, I couldn't help the staff. And there was many things that I was unable to do, and that caused stress. I got to a point where, you know, it was very negative. I was frustrated, a lot of tension in my body, all building up and up. And then just more things kept coming in for work, and I just couldn't do them or see a way of getting them done. So this kind of progressed, and it affected family. I went down the road to where you're staying, and you know, there was an instant where I spoke to a member of my team, and it was just completely wrong is the word. And then it took a walk down the road to the beach to actually bring me back to a state of awareness of where I was actually going wrong. And why I was out of line, the wrong side of where I would like to be with my business, and potentially this is something that's limiting me. Whereas I go through all this coaching to raise my game, and I believe where I'm getting somewhere, then emotion kicks in, and it's the emotion that took over today.
So really, what really happened in that? It's as a coach, especially as a coach being flown by a successful businessman, my job is to really listen very deeply when something affects my client. And in this case one was the expectation. When an expectation is not being met, there is a trillions of amounts of emotion that really starts steering our entire being. Without Joel being really aware, I was observing the amount of stress and tension that was really building up in your energy field. And radiating with that. So actually I hold Joel accountable today about really understanding how not being calm and being centered and being in that point of love within yourself, easily you spread that stress to the people around you. Now imagine how many executives and people in the corporate world are doing this every single day without truly realizing the impact it has on your well-being, on the people you love, and the business, and also on your finances. So when you are stressed, not only it impacts everyone around you, but actually it truly impacts how much work you can do. And when you are in that space of turmoil within the self, there's no way you are in flow with the universe. There's no way you are in the flow with the financial balance and universal law of balance, because emotion, it's not love. And when we are emotional, we are living our life into the polar opposites. So when we have anger, we have frustration, and when we feel happy, we elevate ourselves. So we're not the part center of ourselves. So to really understand how the emotions really rule your life, I took Joel through a process of self-reflection on the beach.
In the sea.
In the sea, which Joel is going to
good.
tell you now. He's going to share with you guys what that process was for you and how you felt when we left.
The process started from this realization of what was happening, what is going on and what is causing that, and how that is not serving me or is not aligned to where I'm trying to get to, and I forget it all.
So that is part of the process of being on a holiday with your personal coach. Now, I'm going to share with you why this is really important. And the most important part of it is actually, most people understand when you say love, but they actually don't really understand what love means and how emotion is only half of that love. So if we look about science, if we look into the universal laws, when the light freezes in time, that becomes matter, slow, dense matter. In that matter, as it splits out, it becomes positrons and electrons. Now, when it becomes positron and electron, it's not love anymore. So frustration, it's only half of the truth. So therefore, it's not loving. And when we are not in that center, we clearly can really turn into motion a lot of other emotions within ourselves. So for us to reach that financial wealth and grow in your company, it is essential to help Joel through this journey in the next 2 weeks to really understand the essence of being a top grounded CEO, where he can communicate with love without having to radiate that frustration. He can still deliver tremendous value to his clients, communicate the priorities that need to be done in his business, and enjoy his holiday with his family and with his coach here in Menorca.
And there's always something good that comes out of any bad situation, and that is the way I kind of saw it, that okay, there is a reason why this is happening, and it is because I can learn something from it, and also I can learn how to build a stronger mobile network on the island of Menorca and deliver faster, more capable broadband. So everybody wins.
This is Tony and Joel from Menorca. Hello and have an amazing evening.